AI is not just a tool, it is a paradigm shift in how we learn, teach, and innovate. I'm Ms. Hadia, your host for today's session. A warm greetings to one and all present here. It gives me an immense pleasure and deep sense of gratitude to introduce our esteemed resource person for today, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri. Over the last 4 decades, Sir had the privilege of working, learning, and growing the cutting-edge technology, seamlessly blending science and art across both industry and academia. Today, he leverages this vast real-world experience in the domains of artificial intelligence, applied critical thinking, and prompt engineering, enabling high-impact interdisciplinary research, pedagogical excellence, and design thinking. Sir is the proud co-architect of pioneering AI-based education platforms that are Bloom's OBE Lab, Vigyana, and AI Charya. In the process of creating these platforms, he has co-developed over 50 AI prompt engineering techniques and co-authored 5 books on applied AI, of all which are available on Amazon. His mission of knowledge dissemination comes alive through transformational faculty development programs, notably artificial intelligence for pedagogical excellence and artificial intelligence for high-impact research. A brief flashback on his professional journey reveals an extraordinary industry career. Dr. Nambudiri began as a senior engineer at BPL Sanyo, now Panasonic, and later served as Chief Operating Officer with the Tata Group. As a specialist in interdisciplinary research and product development, he has played a key role in developing over 160 products spanning consumer electronics, home appliances, telecom, medical electronics, automobiles, and interactive software, many of which are still in market today. Interestingly, the smallest product he contributed to is a Titan sports watch. While the largest includes the roof and the floor of Toyota Innova, his core engineering expertise lies in plastics engineering, CAD and CAM. Like the interdisciplinary products of the process he has worked on, Sir himself has evolved through the challenges presented to him. His transition from technocrat to an academician has enabled him to blend practically industry wisdom with academic rigor, empowering the next generation of thinkers and creators. In academia, he is among the early adopters of outcome-based education and Bloom's taxonomy in India. He has developed critical and creative thinking modules for 38 disciplines. Among his most remarkable contributions in the world's first and only AI-based interview and viva simulator. Currently, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri is serving as Director and Chief Mentor at Aspor Technologies, Pune, an educational innovation company. Beyond his professional life, he practices minimalism, karma, yoga, ikigai, and Zen. He has traveled to 22 countries, collaborated with engineers and academicians from 13 countries, and studied educational best practices across 7 nations. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly privileged to have with us our visionary embodies experience, innovation, wisdom, and purpose. Please join me in giving a warm and heartfelt welcome to Dr. Suresh Nambudiri. Welcome you, sir.
Yeah.
I now request Sir to take over the session.
Madam, thanks for the nice introduction and good morning to all. And I would like to thank you because even though I have conducted many faculty development programs across India and abroad, Karnataka is a state I did very few faculty development program. I can really name one I conducted was in New Horizon College of Engineering, Bangalore, and the second is Srinivas University. And I would like to say that this is the third place I am conducting a faculty development program in Karnataka State. So thank you for this invitation.
Thank you so much, sir.
And uh, most importantly, I would like to focus more on the pedagogical side, even though whatever I say has gotten influence in your research journey. But I would like to focus more. I think that is the mandate that these sessions, what I am going to take, I will be focusing uh, more on artificial intelligence and its application in pedagogical excellence. The reason is because of systemic issue, that is our education system, that is from Delhi. What they mandate is a teacher is supposed to be researcher, and a teacher's ability is evaluated based on the research output. But at the same time, we need to understand that most of the students coming to your campuses, they are going back to a family. In that family, both parents need to work to have food tomorrow and to pay the EMI by the month end. That is the type of the condition in many households. And when we say house is the first school, then we can say that for most students, that particular school is already closed, because after so much of work and traveling, and many of our parents, they also came through the same system, and they do not have any extra reading, and they do not have any knowledge of panchatantra stories or any good thing to tell their children. And for in many families, the parents lack respect even from their own children. So what is really closing is their mental growth. So for only hope where our students can become good characters and good professionals in the future, only hope is in the institutions. And in these institutions, when the system says you have to do research and teaching is a side activity, then you can imagine where this country is going or gone or going to go. So this is the real motivation for me to sit here and speak to you teachers, because I know that I cannot go to each and every student and speak something, but I can speak to maximum number of teachers, so that this can get transferred to the transferred in the classroom. Means whatever we discuss here can have a reverberation in the within the four walls of classroom. Then I can say that my objective is met. So today and in the rest of the sessions, what I am going to speak is not just something in the something on internet or that is in the textbook, because I do not speak about that. I speak only those things which I have experienced myself, and whatever I can say that 90% of the thing I speak, it is not there on internet, it is not in textbooks. And due to some technical reason and a copyright issue, I will not be able to share my presentation to the participants. The reason is what I am going to show you is not PPT. It is built into another software, and it is not possible to transfer. And it is the result of of intellectual work by some great people from all over the world, and they carry the copyright for this, or they also co-own apart from me. Therefore, I cannot share these things. But my request is that wherever you feel something which is important, please take a screenshot or a photograph of this. Or if someone really needs any particular thing, particular information of any slide, please send me a message. I will take a screenshot and I will send to you. Ultimately, our objective is that you must be better off related to this pedagogy than once you leave this program, then you enter this program. So, main thing, what are things I am going to speak to you is that point number one, that is I told ma'am, first point is that will be the thing I will be discussing today, the great AI divide. You know that AI, that is generative artificial intelligence, is here for the last 3 years now. And almost everyone, I can say almost everyone, is using generative AI in some ways. So therefore, there is no major introduction is required what is AI, and I have seen that last three days you had undergone a program. Ma'am was speaking about AI and research. So I need not speak about anything, what is AI, etc. But at the same time, being a practitioner of AI, I have developed some my own experiences. Therefore, during this program today, I will be speaking about my version of description, explanation of AI. My version in the sense what I have experienced with the AI for in the last three years, and I will explain my version of that. It is like a Bhagavad Gita has got many interpretation. Similarly, Bible many people interpreted. Similarly, you can say that this you can take it as an AI's interpretation from my side. I will tell it in a very colloquial, very day-to-day example what is generative AI, and then whatever you speak or you see about AI, immediately you can relate to this and you can think that, oh, it is like this. So the first thing I am going to speak today is the great AI divide. Why this great AI divide? You know that certain people get full plagiarism, very superficial knowledge from AI, and some people get breakthrough ideas from AI. Why? The tool is same. It is something like a I know ABCD up to Z. William Shakespeare also knew ABCD up to Z. But how Shakespeare used English and I am using English. These are all the two difference, like a difference between ant and elephant. So that is what exactly the difference between the usage of artificial intelligence by some novices and some experts. So here I am going to speak about what is that expertise, and how that expertise can be built. If you understand this, then you will be able to use it in your research or in pedagogy. And as I was telling in the beginning of my talk today, that the importance is how to become a good teacher. For example, now the teachers all over the world, they are fighting against WhatsApp and Instagram, because you know that when you look at your students, they are sitting in the class, you wonder that whether they are actually mentally and physically sitting in the class. So it is what to do to bring them mentally into the class. You know that just a few minutes ago, I do not know, because from college to college there are varying policies. in your college how it is. Means some colleges they ban the entry of smartphones, but in many colleges that ban is not effective. So the students might have been using Instagram or WhatsApp or something of social media few minutes before they enter the class, and it is a teacher's ability to bring them to the class, bring them in the sense bring 100% of them. So AI has become a very good tool for that. You know that there are, I believe in God. I will tell you, there are certain things when there is a problem, God will actually give a solution also. Only thing, some people see those solutions, some people they don't see the solution. It is visible and invisible. So you just imagine if Zoom was not there before COVID, how would have been the COVID? Means how would have been the COVID lockdown. I believe 6 months before COVID lockdown, God sent Zoom. Similarly, when our social media and all become so public and so popular, God has sent artificial intelligence to the teacher. So the teacher can really make use of it based on teacher's ingenuity and based on teacher's sense of responsibility. I repeat that second sentence, that it is a teacher's sense of responsibility, because many teachers, I know that the decision to become teacher was a last minute career shift, and therefore they are not into fully into the teaching profession. Unfortunately, our system it doesn't encourage the teaching excellence. I know that this I will tell you some of the example in some of the NITs. I'm telling NIT level institution where I have gone for this teaching them pedagogical excellence. The attendance was so low, but when I speak about artificial intelligence for high impact research or interdisciplinary research, people stand there because they don't have chairs to sit in the hall. So that is the difference between the faculty members' approach to teaching and to research. Even in some institutions, I heard that some faculty members say we are not able to do research because we are distracted by teaching. But they are there for the first of all for teaching. Then uh, then with this type of program, I am sure that the it has got good effect on both sides. One, your research time can get reduced. Second thing, you can find more time for teaching, and you can find more and innovative, exciting ways to create teaching methods. So these are the introduction I want to speak, and the rest of the thing I will speak during the session. So now let us start. As I was discussing, we will be starting with the first thing, the great AI divide. Why some people are making good use of AI and some people are not using not getting good results from AI. And the end of this one, now it is a time for OBE, that is outcome based education. Outcome from this session will be, you will be able to use generative AI in very strategic, very different way, and you will get better outputs from generative AI. This can be used not only for research, not only for pedagogical excellence, in whatever way you use generative AI. Now, let me start my presentation.